Judge Junior is the people's judge. He's fair.
Does that make sense to you?
Yes, it does.
And I apologize for the issue that happened.
He's honest.
He said, she said, she
It
said,
is
he
a
said.
he said, she said situation.
Let's stop right there.
He's also a no-nonsense judge.
I want facts.
All rise.
It's now time to enter the courtroom of Judge Junior, the people's judge. On today's edition of Judge Junior.
Your Honor, it was just a small little kid, didn't look like he was 16 years old, had pimples all over his face.
Well, he had to be or wouldn't be able to
He
legally
looked like
work
the animated
there.
kid from The Simpsons. He's like, can I speak to your manager? It was ridiculous.
And later,
If you thought it was his fault, why were you so quick to give him $1,000?
Because I figured that it would be the easiest way rather than dealing through an insurance company. Do you know what insurance rates on a Range Rover are? They're ridiculous.
Plaintiff Victor Thomas is suing the defendant, Roderick Jones, for $3,743 for the cost of a broken wrist suffered as a result of being trampled by fellow customers at the defendant's local sporting goods store. The defendant claims that the plaintiff fell on his own and was not trampled by anyone, and he is overreacting. Mr. Jones is countersuing for $7,500 due to loss of business resulting from the plaintiff bad-mouthing the defendant live on the local radio station.
it's time for the hot seat.
Let's be honest here. Who's gonna hold an event, invite hundreds of people, and not have security? Exactly. I got trampled at the defendant's store, and he's gonna pay for my injuries.
Look, this guy is a complete fraud. He's only mad because he didn't get the sneakers he wanted for free. I'm not paying his medical bills. No chance.
All rise. Please remain standing and come to order. This court is now in session with the Honorable Judge Stephen Monero, Jr. presiding. All parties have been sworn in, Your Honor.
Thank you, Deputy Brown. You may all be seated. Okay, Mr. Thomas, you are suing Mr. Jones for $3,743 through an injury at his sporting goods store. Then you have a counterclaim, Mr. Jones, for $7,500.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Thomas, tell me about this incident.
No problem, Your Honor. I'm a sportscaster. I work for the Sports Caravan on AM 940. Maybe you've heard of my show, Victor
I haven't,
Thomas,
but
Big Vic.
that's wonderful, though.
Big Vic. All right. Well, I was doing a sports spot. I was doing a spot at Roddy's Sports, and yeah, I'm a sportscaster.
You're a sportscaster.
They're doing the big opening for the Curry 2 sneakers, which I hyped on my show for Roddy's Sports. And so I show up about 4 a.m. The event starts at 6 a.m. and there's already at least 200 people there. And I'm doing my spot. I got my headset, got my microphone.
What happened, Mr. Thomas?
I broke my wrist. I broke my wrist and I got trampled on. And it all got caught on video.
Like a Jumanji incident? Was it people? Was it animals? What happened?
I've never seen Jumanji, but it was bad.
Okay.
It was very bad. I got trampled on. I broke my wrist. It cost me about $3,743.
What cost you? You mean
medical bills to fix my
bills.
broken wrist.
Okay. So it's fine now?
It's fine now. It's all healed up. This happened about 6 months ago.
Okay. So how'd you get trampled? What happened?
I was going up to interview the first person in line. There was
You
a
were
big line.
cutting in the line.
No. I was not cutting,
Yes.
Your Honor. A lot of people thought I was cutting because I was going up to interview the first person in line. It's the first person in line. Want to interview him. He's
So you
excited.
happen to interview the first person in line right at the moment the door is open, right?
That's true, but
Okay, well, I'm just curious because once the door is open, that first person's not going to want to give an interview now, is he?
well, it was really, really busy. It was really, there's a lot of people around.
I understand, but Deputy Brown, if you're waiting in line for your favorite new pair of sneakers and that door opens, you're going to give your life story at that point in time?
Not likely, Your Honor.
Well, listen, it was an angry mob.
And he's not even a radio broadcaster.
There's an angry mob, Your Honor. There's 200, 300 people around. No security. I mean, you have more security in here than this idiot had at his store for his event.
No need for derogatory statements, sir.
Okay, sorry about that. But anyway, no security there. I go up to the front. People think I'm cutting, and I'm telling them no, I'm just going up to interview this person. But everybody's an angry mob.
Well, again, it could definitely seem that way since everyone knows the doors are about to open, since you've been interviewing for hours, and now you just so happen to want to interview the first person in line the moment the doors open, when everyone knows if they're the first person in line, that's the last time they're going to want to give an interview. We'll stop right there.
I see your point, Your Honor.
But when I say stop, just like Diana Ross and Supremes, you got to stop. Mr. Jones.
Yes, sir.
Now, how long have you had the sporting goods store for?
I've had the sporting goods store for 6 years, Your Honor.
How long have you known the plaintiff?
I've known him for about 4.
4 of those years.
4 of those years.
So you guys have a rapport.
Yes, sir.
You've known each other, you're, let's say, friendly at times?
Yeah, he frequents my store a couple of times a year, every 3 months or so.
I've made this guy a lot of money, Your Honor.
Okay, well, we don't have proof of that right now. Mr. Jones, so tell me something. Is he generally there at big events, big releases of sneakers?
Yes, Your Honor. He's been there twice before for major events. Yes.
And generally he's doing the same thing he'd done on the day in question?
Yes, he comes in, he sets up early with his booth, and then he tries to do some interviews with people in line.
Tries to, or do they take to these interviews or not?
Every once in a while they do, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So this does help your business out, potentially?
Yes, I will admit to that, Your Honor. It does help my business to have him there interviewing people and mentioned on the store. I never paid for it. I've not asked for it, but yes, it does.
You've never paid for it, no asked for it. So it's not like an old 1950s record store radio kickback situation.
No, sir. It is nothing like that.
So you've never given him a free pair of sneakers?
No, sir.
But he does frequent your store and does pay for sneakers there?
Yes, he has purchased items from my store, yes, sir.
Okay. So, Mr. Thomas, you are a big sneaker fan?
Kind of a sneakerhead, Your Honor.
A sneakerhead.
I love basketball. Yes.
Now, because you guys are friendly and you do help with this business, have you ever asked for special circumstances due to that fact?
I have, Your Honor. I asked him on this occasion to maybe set aside one of the Curry 2 sneakers for me. I wasn't asking for anything for free.
You wanted them for free.
Well, listen,
Okay.
you're getting free publicity.
Please, this
I've
is
made
the
you
Marx
thousands
Brothers
of
routine. You don't
dollars.
say the
can't give
same
me a
word at
pair
the
of
same
sneakers?
times. Mr. Thomas?
I apologize, Your Honor. So, yes, I asked for him to set aside a pair of Curry 2 sneakers for me that I would pay for. But Roddy's always, been considered in town to be a little cheap.
So have you asked about special circumstances before?
I have. I asked
And
him to set aside.
has he ever set aside a pair for you?
Never.
Okay, so you have some precedent that even when you ask, you probably won't get a special set of sneakers set aside.
Well, listen, Your Honor, I do a lot of.
I
these,
am listening, just so you know.
I do a lot of these sports promos and events and whatnot, and the people that I work with are very, very nice. They usually do. When I do ask them to set aside a pair of sneakers for me, they do normally set them aside for me, and a lot of times they give them to me for free.
But normally, Mr. Jones does not, and you're aware of this.
Yes.
Now,
yes.
You see what we're coming to. It could make sense that because you feel maybe indebted or owed, that could be the reason why you came up to the first person in line the minute the door was to open, maybe not to interview him, but maybe to get a better place in line to get what you feel you're entitled to get.
I could see why, somebody might think that, but it entirely was not the case. No, it was not. I had my headset and my microphone. It's a pretty common interview to interview the first person in line.
But maybe not at the moment the door's open because he's trying to get to the sneakers. We'll stop there again. Mr. Jones, tell me about this incident with his wrist being broken. Did you witness this?
I witnessed, as the doors open, I witnessed him stumble forward, yes, and I did witness him on the ground. Now, he is known for pulling those stunt pranks that radio...
What stunt pranks?
Getting hit in the groin, getting hit in the groin to video and put online and have it go viral, Your Honor, setting up pranks, slipping and falling, doing things of this nature in order to get more hits.
On a radio show?
To hits on the internet. He
Okay.
sets these up for hits on the internet, Your Honor.
But he didn't have a video guy there that day, did he?
He did not have a video guy there.
So
that
then it
day.
wouldn't make sense to set up a video prank when no one's around to record it for a viral video.
You're right, yes.
Right. So even though the plaintiff may have made pranks before, I'd find it a very interesting prank to break one's own wrist without anyone to record it.
I did not know his wrist was broken at the time, Your Honor. He fell to the ground, and it did not look to me as if he had broken anything. So this has happened. People stumbling into the store as many people are entering.
So people do stumble into the store on occasions like this, yet you have no security.
No, we have never had a person fall to the ground. I have enough people in my store to
break the
accommodate
fall
everyone.
of others?
What? Excuse
To
me?
break the fall of others?
No,
you
Your
say
Honor,
they're stumbling.
to make sure that as the flow goes in, we do not have people literally falling to the ground. They may stumble. I moved on after it seemed to me that he was not in life-threatening danger.
Well, I mean, you're not an EMT. How many people are there in the store to make sure this doesn't occur?
We have 5 employees, sir.
5 employees,
Yes.
and are they kind of like a barricade? What do they do to ensure that nobody can hurt themselves upon entrance?
No, we have a single entrance into the store. It's a small mom and pop sporting goods store. We have a single entrance in. I have 5 employees there for the store itself, and 1 person manning the door. And in a normal single file line, everyone going in, we should not have an incident.
We should not, but we know this is an elementary school where you stand by height and wait for your name. These people have been waiting in line all night for these sneakers, and they're very excited to get them. So can't you assume that there might be a little hullabaloo in this line and people trying to enter in to make sure they get their sneakers? You've seen this happen, right, at your store?
I've never seen a hullabaloo of people breaking their wrist in my store. I have
Well,
no
people
incident.
didn't. The plaintiff did.
The plaintiff broke his wrist because he was trying to
In 3 places.
get into the store before the person in line and was there of his own accord. I did not ask him to be there. I did not ask him to give me this free publicity. He feels entitled.
Well, Mr. Jones, you have said you did get rewarded in certain ways by the publicity. You may not have asked for it, but it was advantageous for you. Now, who was there at the front door when this happened?
One of my employees, Tom, I believe, was there at the
I
time.
believe he was there. He may not have been there.
I believe there was someone there. In my recollection, it was Tom.
But you're not certain that anybody was there. You just believe Tom or someone.
No,
may have
I'm
been
certain there is someone there, and I believe it was my employee, Tom.
there. Okay.
I don't know who was their honor, but it was, Your Honor, it was just a small little kid. Didn't look like he was 16 years old, had pimples all over his
Well,
face.
he had to be, or he wouldn't be able to
He
legally
looked like the
work
animated
there.
kid from The Simpsons. He's like, "Can I speak to your manager?" It was ridiculous. Normally, when I'm doing an event like that,
That's very interesting that a human looked like an animated character.
he did.
Mr. Thomas, do you have any evidence today for the court?
Yes, I do, Your Honor. I have my medical bills.
Deputy Brown, if you please collect the evidence.
Yes, $3,743 even. I have also incurred a lot of emotional distress, things of that nature in my job. This video that one of the people waiting in line took went viral, over 10 million views. You know,
So someone did take a video.
One of the people standing in line did, yes.
Do you have evidence of this video?
I wish I did, Your Honor.
I wish you did too, because without it, it doesn't exist. Okay. Now, let's get to this counterclaim, Mr. Jones.
Yes, sir.
You say that the plaintiff, as they would say, badmouthed you this time around.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I have evidence myself that I submitted to the court, an audio recording of him on the air slandering my store and going out of his way to ask people to not frequent. This has resulted in a loss of revenue for my store since this has happened. I have heard people on the street in the grocery store mentioning how he on the air has said not to frequent the store because he supposedly was hurt because of a negligence. It has directly affected my bottom line.
Now, Mr. Jones, let me make one thing clear. This is an invasion of the body snatchers. People don't just do exactly what they're commanded to do because they hear it over the radio, right? I mean, your sneakers are very wanted sneakers. I doubt that just because one person says don't go there, if you're having sneakers nobody else has, they're still probably going to want those sneakers. But in any case, Deputy Brown, do we have that audio recording for the court today?
Yes, we do, Your Honor.
If we could please play that for the court, that'd be wonderful.
Welcome back, everyone. You're listening to the Sports Caravan with Big Vic, right here on AM 940 Sports Radio. We'll get back to last night's game in a second. But first, as many of you already know, I broke my wrist the other day when I was trampled by customers during my live remote from Roddy's Sports downtown. That place is a complete joke, man. They released the new Curry 2 sneakers and didn't even have any security there. Can you believe this? I wouldn't buy anything from that dump. Roddy's Sports is pathetic. Seriously, everybody, I would shop down the street at Sports Connection. Roddy's Sports is a joke. Don't waste your time. But okay, anyway, let's talk about the game.
That's enough.
Hey, I'm Big Vic. I tell it like it is. It's the motto of the
we've
show.
obviously heard
You're
that.
definitely doing this.
You should check it out.
It's very interesting how you hang on the vowels. I see how you make your point.
Hey, the truth is the truth.
Again, Mr. Jones, I akin this to something like movie reviews, right? You might have someone like Vincent Canby who will watch a Spielberg movie maybe 3 out of 4 times. He'll praise the film, which will bring the film more revenue. Then in certain instances, he may not like the film, which could or could not drop revenue off of the film in that time. Now, to be fair, the plaintiff has been very advantageous to you because he's given a lot of glowing reviews over the past. Well, it is fact that he broke his wrist. So I can see how his right as a reviewer is to claim that his wrist was broken due potentially to negligence at your store. Now, hopefully Mr. Thomas doesn't go back and break his wrist another time, so he has another review like that. But for the point today, he did break his wrist. You did have no security there. It is negligence, but with negligence, you are still at fault. Because of that, my judgment is for the plaintiff, and this case is closed. Dropping the counterclaim, by the way.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Judge Junior has ruled in favor of the plaintiff for $3,743. The defendant's counterclaim is dismissed.
I cannot believe it. This joker pulls a prank, fakes an injury, and I have to pay for it. Ridiculous.
Hey, I'm glad the judge realized that the defendant is responsible for my broken wrist. I am Big Vic, and I always tell it like it is, just like Judge Junior.
Coming up on Judge Junior.
I would happily give the $1,000 back if he would give me
Well, yeah,
what's
I would
necessary for the medical fees.
I would happily give $1,000 for $4,000 too, Your Honor.
Well, I would
That's
happily like to come to the truth, so let's just stop right there.
This has been a Funny Media Group production.